All right, guys, and we are live, and welcome to another episode of Foreign and Domestic. And before I flip it over to Alan B Pro, I will just say, hey guys, if you haven't noticed, the Flavor Saver is doing pretty damn good. Alan B Pro, what you got, brother?
Well, I definitely don't quite have the flavor saver you got. That thing looks like a fucking highway divider. Um, uh, but what I do have is a participations list here, and it's currently reading as BEM Tactical, Big Al, Budget Gun Cinema. Daniel God is my judge here in the room. JH586 in the room. Kingpin, the new Texan PC Bullet Empire out there reloading from the hot pot. He's going to crash out on us early, even though I get up the same damn time he does, pussy. The reloading press, and of course, that is not everybody that's in the room as of yet. Bearded CB walking in on us, the older version of the Scotsman. Vanessa Kitty, Mr. Mario Mosen, the Battle Bean himself. Odd Todd is out there as well. Jet 001, Northeast Pennsylvania Gun Talk. Good to see you out there. If you haven't seen NEPA Gun Talk, go ahead and check him out. Garage Guy 876 popping in. Ocean 374. Good to see you out there as well. And the chat room just keeps filling up and filling up.
Absolutely freaking awesome. So tonight I kind of wanted to discuss a couple different things. But before we get there, we'll kind of go through the room. And I got a few people on here that I wanted to show up. I'm hoping a couple others will show up too. We got Uncle Jim out there. And a few other guys out there from the Reloaders Network too. We got the Reload Press. We got PC Bullet Empire. And I'm glad these guys are out there because I really wanted to talk a little bit about the Reloaders Network tonight. But before we get there, we'll go through the room. We'll start with Phil. What's up, brother?
Hey, how you doing? Glad to be here. Thanks for having me. I haven't done a whole lot lately. I'm busy, tired. Things are still crazy in my life, so do what I can. Busy, tired.
Oh no.
All right. Let's see. We'll go to Jamie next. We'll kind of bounce around a little bit. We're not gonna do it in order than that. We're gonna bounce over. So we'll go with Jamie. Jamie, what you got, man?
Hey guys, thanks for the link, Scotsman. Thanks for the invite. Hello to all you guys on the panel. Battle Bean just jumped in. Hey. And hello to everybody out there in the side chat. We're up to 43 already, so it's going to be a good night. We're going to talk about some reloading stuff tonight, I hope. So stick around. Should be interesting.
Yep, absolutely. We're going to be talking a little bit about reloading and the various avenues that you guys have available to you. So we'll get into that. A member that I think has been here once before, maybe twice before. He hasn't been on a lot, but Gorillas and Guns. What's up, brother?
Hey, not much, just doing the same old, being, I guess, silly and creating a lot of shenanigans, man, my normal thing. But, yeah, man, just happy to be here, man, excited. Yeah, I've been out here a couple times. It's been a while, but, yeah, great to be back.
Good, man. Good. Glad to have you. I think most people probably have it on their minds, but do you have some bananas beside you?
Actually, I'm fresh out of bananas. I just finished eating them a little while ago.
All right. So, guys, if you can help him out and donate some bananas, I'm pretty sure he'll be happy to accept the donations.
Please, don't peel them first.
All right. Kyle Lush, what's up, brother, man?
Good evening, guys. How are y'all? I'm just getting back from a weekend of shooting sports at the designated shooting property, and I'm still not even done unloading the car. I just thought I'd hop on here to say hello and thank you very much, Scotsman, for the invite. It's very good. I've been away from technology for about 3 days. It's good to actually see somebody that I can relate with, you know. So it's good to see everybody, even in the side chat and everything. Yes, I do care about the side chat, but it's good to see everybody. I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Daniel.
Well, hey, thanks for having me on. I'm probably one of the guys that he didn't want to have on here tonight, but you know, I can either harass you and troll you live or do it in the side chat. But thank you, Scotsman, Alan, everybody in the side chat. Let's have a good one tonight.
Yep. You always get a link, man. I expect harassment, and if you ain't here, it ain't right. So it is what it is. It's always a pleasure to have you and have someone that I can at least respect for giving me shit than someone else I can't respect for giving me shit. So
Well, we can all give you shit though.
you can, but I don't respect you as much as I respect Daniel for giving me shit. So anyway, Battle Beam.
Speaking of somebody that we don't respect.
Eat a bag of dicks. Shut the
Hey.
fuck up. Hi. Hey, by the way, I gave some pointers to your soon girlfriend. I guess Tinder is working for you, buddy.
yeah, I saw that. She's like, Battle Bean. Who is Battle Bean? I'm like, oh man, you'll get to know Battle Bean.
Yeah,
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. You know, I said just as soon as you see Battle Bean, you won't want nothing to do with me. You're gonna be romanced like no tomorrow.
Hell yeah, man. So, anyways, what's going on, panel? How's everybody in the chat room? Thanks again, Scotsman, for giving me a link. I'm over here giving you guys a hard time. And well, I'm just enjoying the weekend. I haven't had a weekend off in a while, so I'm enjoying it now. And I've been able to catch up with a lot of my buddies on YouTube. So yeah, it's been good. And you know, I'm hoping the Chiefs can fucking hold on and beat the Patriots, because that'd be fucking great. But anyways, that's all I got.
You know, it'd be fucking great if you could do me a huge favor, and instead of your phone being this way, take your phone and turn it this way.
Is that more gooder for you now?
That's a little more gooder.
Okay, it's more gooder. Okay, got it.
All right, so I kind of wanted to bring up a topic tonight because, number one, I want to let you guys know that when it comes to the reloading videos and stuff that I do, you're not going to see them here on YouTube anymore because of how YouTube is with their policies and stuff. I'm not going to risk putting them up here and losing them. It's not worth it to me or anyone else. I try to put these videos up there for you guys to have the information, ask questions. So they're going to be on, number one, the Reloads Network via Gunstreamer. Gunstreamer is an avenue to which I can put them on the Reloads Network. The Reloads Network does not have its own video base as yet. So we utilize Gunstreamer for that. And there's some people utilize other avenues too, but I utilize Gunstreamer. So you guys will see most of my stuff on Gunstreamer or the Reloads Network. So if you're not on the Reloads Network already, jump over there, sign up, and be a part of it. There's so many good people over there. There's Jamie, there's Kyle. So many people I can't even count. I've lost count. I'm actually going to do a whole separate video here this coming week regarding this topic, because the Reloaders Network is a huge basis to where you can learn so many different things. I learned so much from C-Max Arms. When I first jumped on YouTube, C-Max was a huge influence on me getting into YouTube and starting the channel, working the channel, and building the channel, and getting to reload. And I learned so much from him. And then to meet like-minded folks, and Ozark Spirit just jumped in, and Ozark's a really good dude. He posted an awesome video earlier, by the way. If you don't know Ozark Spirit, he posted an awesome video earlier where he was blowing shit up. Go check that out. It's a good video. He was testing a red dot, super cheap red dot, but he was blowing some shit up and having some fun with it. So it was good stuff. But there's a lot of good people over there bringing a whole lot to the table. So it is definitely an avenue that most people, especially if you're getting into reload and don't know, check it out, ask questions. Don't forget to look at Slack as well. Slack is also an option. Slack is a chat base where you can jump in, post questions, ask questions, message people individually, and get answers from us all. We're all happy to help out and answer those questions. Eagle Eye's out there, Kenny's out there, Chico's out there. There's a bunch of guys out there right now. Thomas, Michael, Nathan. We're all happy to help out and answer the questions. Jamie, you got anything you want to add to that?
I think YouTube is forcing our hands on this, guys. I think one thing that I've been so amazed with, and I thank Scotsman for what he's kind of built a bridge between the tactical guys like some of you guys are and the reloading guys like I am, and we've got to be unified. That's for sure if we're going to be able to stand against the attacks on our Second Amendment rights. But YouTube has started attacking the reloading channels and calling it manufacturing. The ones that the videos that seem to be being deleted first are the ones about bullet casting, and then the reloading process type videos, they're being taken down. I think Loads of Bacon has had 4 or 5, I think 6 of his videos deleted in the last month or so. Bullhead Tacos had 4 deleted, and Johnny's Reloading Bench, they're not saying how many of his they've deleted. So, yeah, right now, I have opened a Gunstreamer account. All my stuff is now on both BitChute and Gunstreamer. I think it will be safe at Gunstreamer. BitChute, I'm not real sure about them. They're based in England, I think. But I'm like the Scotsman. My reloading type stuff will be moved off of YouTube eventually onto it's all there on all my reloading videos are on the Reloaders Network already. But those embedded videos will be switched from my YouTube channel to my Gunstreamer channel. Guys, we've got to stand together because YouTube is going to attack each and every one of us as content creators. It's just a matter of time till they get. Now, I'm a small channel. I got 208 subscribers. But I know eventually they're going to come after my stuff as well.
It doesn't take much, man. I've had them attack a couple of my videos. I never posted anything or bitched about anything, but they have attacked a couple of my videos. I was able to keep them up, fortunately, but I never posted anything just because I didn't want to deal with that crap. I didn't want anyone knowing or dealing with it. So, but yeah, I was fortunate to keep them up. If I wasn't able to keep them up, I probably would have posted something, but I was able to keep them up and not have any issues. So.
But yeah, we're seeing more and more of the reloader guys are have accounts now on Gunstreamer. My concern is I've got a video. My most watched video was my 35 Remington Load 1. It's closing in on 1,000 views. And I know you guys, that's nothing for most of you guys, but with 200 subscribers to have a video that's got closing in on 1,000 views is a pretty big deal for me. And my concern is what kind of views am I going to be getting from Gunstreamer and the reload?
I think they thought you were Colonel Sanders. That's why they watched that shit, bro.
You reckon?
They were waiting for the chicken.
We said it many, many times before, man. You get views because you've been around for so long and people want to learn from you because of the history that you have behind you.
I appreciate it. I think.
It's the solid information that people are looking for. Even if they don't subscribe to your channel, a lot of times people will watch quite a number of your videos because that's the information that they're looking for. The one of the things that you want to look at is to see what the watch time is, if they actually watch the entire video or if they watch 10 15 seconds of the beginning of the video and move on.
Well,
but typically,
like with Jamie, he does a lot of development videos, and might not be in the caliber he's developing, but I still watch the entire video because the process to me is very interesting. And it still carries across to everything else that I'm doing too. I may not be doing this exact same caliber, but the process still carries along. So I literally sit and watch all of Jamie's videos from start to finish, regardless of the caliber he's doing, because to me, it's very interesting. And there's points that I can take from that and put it to whatever caliber I'm working on.
Now we have the only TR Prepper out in the side chat. And I quote, "Fuck YouTube, keep posting reloading videos." And I agree.
TR is a rebel.
I agree with TR but some of the guys don't want to take a chance on losing the rest of the content on their channel. So I would just say make a reloading channel and just go ahead and post the shit on YouTube.
Well, here's the thing. Here's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And TR, man, I love you, brother. I absolutely love you to death. You have a link if you want it, man. But it's to me that we have this community, the Reloaders Network, and the community is growing and growing fast. And we have so many good people out there on the Reloaders Network that I want to help grow this network. And the only way we're going to grow the network is by directing people away from YouTube and over to that website itself and try to help that website grow. So that's why I'm not posting my reloading videos on YouTube anymore. I'm going to put them on Gunstreamer so they can go right over to the Reloaders Network, and that's where they're going to be, because I want to help grow that avenue and that site so that people have that as an option. That to me is a huge advantage for a lot of people out there starting out. Big Al's out there, and Big Al just got his first press. Insight Freedom, he just got a press. Chico was nice enough to help him out, send him that. So there's a lot of people out there starting out and getting into this, and the Reloaders Network is an excellent place for them to go and get some of the information they need.
There goes the neighborhood.
Yeah, TR is in the house.
I would like to welcome TR Prepper.
No, there's nothing wrong with promoting the other sites. I get it, and I think that's admirable, and you should do that, and that's great. But here's my take on it. I've had 2 strikes so far. I'm under 1 right now. Had nothing to do with reloading. If you put up a reloading video and they take it down and just say, hey, we muted this or we took it down, blah, 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 but you don't get a strike, we'll keep doing them. Now, if they start giving strikes, and they may have, I don't know. I say still do them. I mean, I'm answering comments from videos I done 8 years ago, because I got it set up. If I get a comment on a video I made in 2010, it pops up on my phone or my computer, and I make a comment. So something you done 8 years ago is still relevant, and you can help somebody. So I say still do it, because YouTube, as much as we may hate it, it is still the go-to website.
It is the only place where we're going to get the most amount of views for what we do.
See, I was going to tell you, for a guy like me, I only picked up the pistol and started reloading just over a year ago. And pretty much 90% of everything I know, I've learned from all you guys. So, I mean, right off of YouTube, and you guys, like right now in these chats, talking to me. So it really helps out the people that are picking up and just starting.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to railroad the conversation here.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, the only reason I'm doing what I'm doing is because I want to help and grow the website that it is. I think it's a really good avenue. There's a lot of good people over there, and there's a lot of information over there. So that's the only reason I'm doing it. You know, YouTube, as you guys all know, I've said it in the past. I'll say it again. YouTube can eat a bowl of fucking dicks, dude. I don't give a shit. I'll post whatever the fuck I want to post on YouTube, but I'm not going to do my reloading videos on YouTube anymore just because I want to help grow the Reloaders Network.
Well, here's the way that I look at it. I'm going to use YouTube like a goddamn pack mule, and they're going to provide the basis for me to get my stuff on the internet so I can post it to where the hell I want to. I'll just make it private. Because if it's private, they can't bitch about it. Nobody else can see.
They can still bitch about it if they want to.
Yeah, and you can upload your videos right to Gunstreamer.
Yeah. All right, we still have someone else that's here. He jumped in before TR and was ignored, and that's okay. But he is a CZ convert, so I have to give him some props. We have the one, the only Josh Benware.
How y'all doing?
What's up, brother, man?
Not much, just jumping in. Y'all are having a reloading conversation, right?
A little bit of reload. We're talking everything, man. We're talking a little bit of reloading though as well. Yep.
Okay, I was just gonna say I don't have much to contribute to this because I don't know shit about reloading, so I was probably gonna hop out. I got a pretty full panel anyway, so
yeah, you made both, man. I reloaded.
You're all welcome.
Yeah, but you can educate yourself, fucker.
I could do that on the side chat and let somebody else that knows something get on here and speak. You know.
Maybe no one else has a link, fucker.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, you cut your hair kind of weird there, dude. You look like one of that dude from American History X. You know what I'm saying?
It's not shaved to the skin.
Dude, it's pretty close, man.
Dude, I swear, man. You and my wife.
Scary, man. You look like one of those militant fuckers from Utah.
You and my wife keep calling me a skinhead. What the fuck? Damn Mexicans.
You married her once. What the fuck up?
Hey, I take offense to that. He's a fucking beaner, not a fucking Mexican. He's a beaner.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You tell him, man.
Mario, you're our token beardless one. So when you start growing some facial hair.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh.
Amy, just remember, we volunteered for this.
It's a Mario.
This motherfucker went and got the goddamn.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Josh.
Get the hell out of here.
Bring that back up. Bring that back up. You know the sad thing, Battle Bean?
Boing? Boing?
He has a
it's a Mario.
Hey, man, that's a good looking motherfucker right there, man. Don't be hating.
What we need to do is we need to get you a hat just like that.
Yeah, I need to get me a white girl and then she'll be my princess.
Get you some peach.
Oh, you
that's
have to go
that's
there.
a princess's name. I'm not being dirty.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it, man. I'm talking with companies and trying to get companies to help the channel, and I'm like, ignore the fucking live chats. Ignore the live chats. Ignore the live chats.
Yes, please do, because we're all have issues.
No, we don't have issues. Whoever said we have issues?
I literally was talking with the company last night, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm doing pretty good with the channel. Just don't look at the live streams. Just ignore those, please.
Yes, take you too long. we have dysfunctional people over here, but you know, we're kind of like mold. We just grow on people, and it just stays there. You know.
Yeah, that's what happens with you Californians.
See, there you go.
You just grow on.
Calm
people.
down, Mr. Mozzie Oak.
You're like fucking hemorrhoids. You just grow on people.
Hey, by the way, you got like Mexican tendencies. I see you decorate everything in your house, dude. What's up with that shit?
The fuck are you talking about?
Look, he's got all the decorations on his table over there. Only Mexicans do that shit.
Lace everywhere.
The doilies.
How bad I have a margarita glass.
Oh, okay.
No, he's talking about the lace.
Yeah, all that lace shit you got over there, man.
Every individual.
Doilies and shit.
I did not do that.
Hey, tell Josh he's married to one. He goes to his mother-in-law's house. That's how that shit is over there.
That's a Mexican and a redneck thing.
Oh, okay. So they're brownnecks. So they're brownnecks, huh? They just have redneck tendencies.
Yeah.
They're almost hot.
So who won the game, Mario?
Oh, it's still playing right now. They're in overtime, and right now it's 2nd and 10, and the Patriots have it. And I hope they choke. Hate them fools. Shut up. They're not gonna win.
Hey,
Go Chiefs.
Mario,
I can't believe I said that. I'm a diehard Raider fan.
Or at least I am. I don't have TV, so I have no clue what's going on.
Hey,
So
there's radio,
if you're
fucker.
watching the game,
The
please
same.
keep us posted.
There's radio. You can still listen to it on radio. And your transistor radio. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm pretty positive. So I'm pretty positive it's already been talked about before, but the flight that was denied to a particular individual that wanted to take a bunch of people with him, what was that, like 93 people that she wanted to take with her on this excursion, and they actually have the gall to say, oh, well, Trump's being an asshole for not giving her the flight.
Can I clarify
little Pelosi?
Can I clarify something? I just want to make sure for everyone out there, if you don't know, I'm pretty sure that Alan, correct me if I'm wrong, and for any company that's watching this, please stop watching now. Because trust me, if you want to sponsor the channel, stop watching now. But for anyone
keep this up, you're not gonna have a 401k, fucker.
For clarification's purposes, are you talking about the cunt bitch Pelosi?
Yes, I am talking about that fucking cunt bitch Pelosi. That fucking cunt bitch, I tell you what, she deserves to be called something completely a lot worse. I think she's by far that is one pathetic individual. It really is. Yeah, to get all butthurt because she gets told she has to fly freaking commercial.
If I was Trump, honestly, I would deny her flights anywhere, any flight whatsoever. Done. You're not flying anywhere. Fuck you. You're done.
We have a local radio station here with a lot of local personalities, national personalities. Sean Hannity's on there and everybody else. Well, Eric Erickson was on there right after Trump released that letter. And he goes, the epicness of this is just unheard of. He waited until they were all at the Air Force Base, all the what would you call them? Minions. When the minions were all on a bus waiting to go over there and get flown over there. And then he said, wait for it. Oh, now send it. And he sent the letter and it canceled everything. He literally ordered the Air Force Base not to let that plane take off. He said, was it a dick move? Yes, it was. Was it childish? Yes, it was. Is our country being run by a bunch of kindergartners? Yes, it is. He said, but you can't deny this is the funniest shit you've ever seen in your life.
The funniest part was how they had already gotten on the bus and they didn't want to get back off and look stupid, so they took a ride around the block and then got off the bus. It's like when someone trips and says, "Oh, I meant to do that." You know?
Yeah, it's like a cat that does something stupid and then starts licking its ears and shit.
Hey, I say give her a plane ticket, a one-way plane ticket, and then borrow it and get back in the country.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Why should we give her a fuck? Why should we give her anything?
Yeah, but I'm saying just a one-way ticket and then borrow from coming back.
She makes enough money to pay for her own fucking goddamn shit. Why are we paying for anything?
Well, Scotsman,
that's what Erickson said. He said he messed up. He should have blocked the trip back.
now, I mean, Scotsman, you were onto something there. I mean, they should have let the plane take off, hand her a backpack, and tell her it's a parachute.
Yeah. Only it don't open. I'm sorry. Whoopsie.
I mean, what does she think she's doing, wanting to go gallivanting around the world when our government's shut down and people aren't getting a paycheck? They need to all be locked in.
That's the thing. How can these politicians, and this is the other thing too that really bugs me as well, and we can talk about this a lot too, and I'm sure TR will pipe in on this as well, but there's a lot of this stuff going on right now. There's a lot of politicians out there trying to travel around and do this, that, the other, and so many people are not getting a fucking paycheck, but these fuckers are still trying to travel around on our fucking dime when people out there ain't making any money anymore because the government shut down.
Well, that's because they're still getting paychecks. It's only a partial shutdown. It's not a full shutdown.
Yeah, but it's still not right though.
No, definitely not.
Their paychecks.
Right.
When they're making
people are the ones
a lot of freaking money, and they got a paycheck for freaking life, and these other people aren't making any money whatsoever because of the shutdown, and they're suffering. How the fuck is that right?
Well, I think the main, even though I think it was a good, I think Pelosi got punked. Don't get me wrong. Trump punked the shit out of her. But I think the main thing, what his statement was in his letter was correct. It's like, look, we got a government shutdown. We got to work this shit out. You don't need to be gallivanting around the damn country visiting Afghanistan. You've never visited the troops in your entire career. She's been
not only that, but who the fuck wants to talk to Pelosi? I know if I'm a troop out there in Afghanistan, you think I want to talk to
is the other part to that too is so they were almost coming to an agreement today. Almost came to an agreement today. And she was ready to jump on another fucking plane.
Yeah.
Another fucking plane right after. Are you fucking kidding me? The agreement hadn't even been fucking signed yet, and she's already booking a fucking ticket.
If I was a troop that was ordered to sit there and listen to Nancy Pelosi speak, I'd bitch slap my sergeant major just to be taken the hell away from there.
Is that all you do?
That one, bro. Yeah.
Not
just saying.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you've been watching the Hurt Locker or some shit, because we don't do that in the military. I would have not gone, and if most likely they would have told me you have to go, I'm like, fuck no, I'll take an Article 15. I won't go see that bitch, because I already know all those people, members of Congress, they're all ain't worth the shit, because you know what, they're still getting paid while like the Coast Guard's not getting paid, while like half of the fucking federal employees ain't getting paid, so fuck them.
I can tell you this, Battle Bean. I would volunteer to dig new latrines before I would sit there and listen to her speak. Just saying.
Well, they could always put a gun in her hand and put her out in the front line.
I would volunteer to dig up old latrines before I listen to her speak.
It's amazing how many people would volunteer for something before they heard her speak.
Hey, I've burned my fair share of damn cans full of shit, and I understand. But I would rather do that than listen to whatever the hell came out of her fucking sewer.
Don't sugarcoat it, Kyle. Tell us what you really think, bud.
I don't know that I can, sir. There's no.
Oh, you're more than welcome on this channel, brother.
Yeah, you can be as militant as you can.
What?
Trust me, this channel is already screwed, dude. You can say whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, as soon as they invite me, it's over. Fuck it. But you know what they do it for is because they want to have diversity and shit. That's all that is. You want to say, yes, we have diversity in the gun community.
Yeah, we like beards and non-beards.
Hey, whoa, man. Are you saying I'm not diverse? I invite you every week.
I'm just fucking with you, man. Don't get all butthurt, fucker.
It's always interesting when
that's right, man. Hey. Yeah, man. I know, man. Hey,
Battle Bean, how'd that game work out for you there, brother?
Shut the fuck up. Goddamn. Fuck those putos. I'm gonna go for the Cholo Rams. Orale Cholos, let's unite.
Hey, but let me tell you this. I'm talking to Battle Bean, Jamie, Alan, Scotsman, Daniel, everybody.
What did you say, everybody, fucker?
Yeah, everybody on the panel, fucker.
Okay, fucker, hurry up. Make your point.
We're all fucking brothers, and we're all supporting the same cause. And
Indeed,
it's good to see each and every one of y'all every week and be able to cut up with each of you. That's really great.
Indeed, I like your Justin Boots fucking hat you got there. It's more gooder.
That says fucking Peterbilt, asshole.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shit, you got a shitty camera. I can't see.
Big sack.
It's not a shitty camera. It's a shitty angle.
Oh, well, it's shitty all around.
We're always looking at the desk and not his face.
Always looking at the desk and his arms, but you know nobody.
The bench is so fucked up. I had to come in here.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's okay, bro. Hey, are we gonna start making this into a little therapy session and shit? You're gonna be like, yes.
I think I need to hear some Bob Seger and some Thomas the Train. That'll make me feel better.
Okay. You want to hear the choo-choo train that thought it could go?
I don't know. I heard a word from.
Hey. By the way, what's that green shit right there on your table next to you? What is that?
Green shit here?
Yeah, next to it, like right in front of you. Like if it's facing you, it's facing you. Is that a lamp or some shit? What is that?
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's right in front of you, dude. It's like a lima green thing. What is that?
This?
I can't see. What?
You went black.
Yeah, your thing got. Yeah, that. What is that?
That's a electronic game call.
A what?
It's an electronic game call that I was using as a Bluetooth speaker.
Wow. Okay.
So I've got another thing that I actually kind of want to present here.
Okay.
And I do realize that
tell us, Mr.
people on the panel don't live in Iowa and so forth, but it's just a little interesting tidbit about some of the insane firearms laws and different crap that's going on in our country as of right now. Iowa's pretty 2A efficient, but the Secretary of State, Iowa Firearms Coalition is one that I support in my state, but the Iowa Secretary of Security failed to put in his office failed to put in the announcement into the papers, which was part of the requirement to allowing a mandatory 2A amendment to be put into the Iowa state constitution. So he's now put out a video apologizing to Iowa Firearms Coalition members, and wrote up this fine, fancy, dancy freaking letter, basically apologizing for my company or my administration failed, and this guy's name is Paul DePat, Pate, whatever.
Well, if that's not your name, I want to kick my ass too, dude. What the fuck?
But his administration failed to put in the necessary public arrangements in the newspapers. So the amendment to add a 2A amendment into the Iowa state constitution is now null and void and has to be completely resubmitted through the Iowa State Senate to become to full fruition. Should I believe this happy horse shit like this was done? Oh, I'm sorry. We forgot to add this thing into the newspaper. And so, you know, the positive 2A bill that we had can't happen.
I'll tell you this, and I don't know if you saw this one or not, but there is something positive that came out of Iowa in the last week. I don't know if you saw this or not, but middle schools are now required to go through firearms training in Iowa. They are required to go through firearms training, which I think is pretty damn cool.
Alan,
right on.
That is true, because I'm sure some of the motherfuckers don't know how to shoot. They're gonna shoot like, remember you guys seen that dude that shoot out all fucking weird and shit? He got into the paper target, goes pow, 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 pow. Yeah, I bet you that motherfucker's from Iowa.
Were you talking about Josh Benoit?
Whatever that motherfucker was. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, you motherfuckers saw that video? Motherfuckers are like, I'm like, what the fuck is that?
God damn, he's a dying pterodactyl. What the hell happened?
That's right, fuckers.
Alan, you do understand that it doesn't matter what happened. Everything that they're trying to pass in legislation is unconstitutional, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. It's an epidemic going from coast to coast. All the red flag laws and everything that they're trying to pass are completely anti-constitutional, but the federal government's allowing it anyway. So,
I have the Constitution backing me, sir, and I swore to
this is the problem that they're going to run into. There's only two district courts that are kind of liberal. One is the Ninth Circuit Court, and then the other one is the one in Washington, which is the I forgot which one that one is. But anyways, from what I've gathered so far, those are the two district courts that are the most liberal, and they're the ones that will probably have a better chance of passing. It's all going to get tied down to litigation, because in reality, it's not just. You know, we all know that the NRA ain't worth shit, but you know, we have all these other 2A organizations that really do care about it, and I feel that that's going to eventually end up happening. It's just going to get tied down.
Goddamn one of them is unconstitutional. But who's got the money to take it all the way to the Supreme Court? That's where it's got to go.
The NRA.
They fucking know it. So it's just
they'll do it. You know why? Just so they can get publicity. That's all they're going to do. They're going to get publicity out and say, oh, we care about your Second Amendment rights. Yeah, we all know that's bullshit.
The only group right now that is actually giving a shit about our rights is the GOA. You know, and
Congress goddamn about your rights. Let me tell you that.
They're the only ones that are so far. The NRA ain't shit, man. The GOA is stepping up. They're fighting various battles right now.
United to create a organization, and we'll call it Cholos Unite, and everybody comes out with their beaners, and they got their hype one, say, we will not comply. You know, that'd be kind of cool.
You know what, man? You know what? If the Beaners United, if the Beaners United becomes a thing and is headed by you, I will literally go buy a High Point just because you're heading that organization.
That's right. Hey, you gotta do it to the side, and you gotta say, "Break yourself, fool." You know.
That's the only fucking time you'll ever see me buy a High Point is if Mario, the Battle Bean himself, takes over, and it's Cholo.
Cholos Unite.
And we go, break yourself, fool.
No, Cholos 2A. There we go. What are they? 2A. That's how we do it.
I got a High Point carbine.
And no FTR because of all that shit.
Man, I'm telling you.
Damn, I hated losing TR. I wanted to get his perspective on the basically each state having to have their own Second Amendment in their own constitution.
No, they don't, sir.
Well, see, guys, and I think what, and this is just my theory. I don't know if you guys believe it or not, but I mean, if you guys looked at this midterm election, I mean, we lost Congress and we lost it bad. I mean, we lost a bunch of seats, guys. And this is really just all these new congressmen like Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, like a fucking, that chick is a disgrace to the race, man. God, I don't even know.
She's a disgraced human fucking being. Damn.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. You're a great color commentator, by the way. I just want you to know that.
I tried.
Fucking awesome.
That you got about as sharp as a beach ball.
Oh, man. That's
better than being as sharp as a bowling ball.
Last time I checked, the bowling ball's not sharp, B.
That's all right, man. We got a battle bean and a beach ball. We're good. Let's rock and roll.
Cholos 2A unite. Anyways, no, but I think really when we lost all those seats, a lot of these new Congress men and women, they felt that was their right to ensure that they find any kind of way to place safety on the population by creating all this legislation. And in reality, we all know that a lot of what they're doing is going to get caught up in the court system. If any of it might pass, it's a possibility. There's always those states that are kind of iffy, like Minnesota, like part of Michigan. I never thought Michigan would go that route because they're so, there's just so many people over there that do a lot of outdoors and a lot of hunting, but it's just crazy the kind of stuff that's going on. But what really strikes me is odd is that, this seems to me like a revolution to me. And it just seems to me like you're trying to push to the point. And with
everything you're saying, I agree with, except the fact that the states are going to just sit back and let it happen. They're not going to do it. Everything they're doing is unconstitutional.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I don't even know. Last time I checked, don't every state legislature has an ethics committee? It seems to me like they're not doing their fucking job. So I don't know what.
There's a lot of people not doing their fucking job, and that's the fucking problem.
Let doilies fool you.
There's a lot of issues within the states themselves, and then there's a lot of issues within the federal government itself. It's ridiculous. You're joking about, Cholos Unite and Second A and all this other shit. But you know what? At the end of the day, that's what it's going to end up coming down to. It's going to be these little fucking groups that step up and say, you know what? Fuck you. We're not going to take this shit anymore.
Yeah. And it's going to happen. I mean, in reality, like the liberal mind thinking is like, we have enough cops. They're going to protect us. You think the cops are going to protect you? Not even the military can protect you. You have
that's the thing. That's the thing that cracks me up every time is, do you literally think that the police and the military of this country are going to turn against their own fucking people that they swore to protect and defend? You literally think they're going to step up and say, fuck you, give me your guns? No. Fuck you. They ain't going to do that.
I'm going to go into somebody. You think I'm going to go into somebody's house and say, hey, give me your guns? Fuck no, not that stupid. Get my ass shot.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah. It ain't gonna fucking happen, dude. No. Cholos Unite.
I spent a lot of time with
not only that, but then they need to stop and think about it that I would say 90% of service members own a firearm. So in their right, they're like, well shit, if I have a right to carry a firearm, why can't they have the same right?
And that's something. Exactly. And they understand. They understand what the amendment is. They understand what it stands for. That it's not just.
But they want to say, "Oh, that's so back then." That was during the Revolution War, and this is why they needed it, and blah blah blah. That's antiquated. I'm like, bitch, please shut up.
Oh yeah, or it's just for hunting.
It's the same
It ain't
reason
fucking hunting,
now.
bitch. No, hunting season's over. The only season that there is
Hey,
government
should we
season.
just buy a shirt that says "bitch, please"? That'd be kind of cool, huh? People are like, why's he got that shirt on?
Well, I'm gonna make a shirt for you that says "Odele 2A all the way."
Hey, hey, no, dude, check this out. Make me a shirt that says "I love white people." I want to put that shit on, and I want to fucking go to the most beaner fucking area and take a video.
Hey, Battle Bean. What size you wear, man? You'll have it next week.
Extra large. Extra large.
All right, on its way.
Head on over to East LA. You'll be all right, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into Costco, and people are gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yep.
I did.
Give me a week or so. I'll have your shirt in the mail, brother.
I love white people.
I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna keep y'all live here. I still gotta take a shower and all that stuff. I'm still trying
Yeah,
to
dude,
get
go wash your ass.
What?
Yeah, we can smell it from here, Kyle.
Yeah.
Battle Bean, I'll have your logo right here, Battle Bean, on your chest. On the back, it'll be "I love white people."
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Yes.
Hey, Battle Bean, let me just tell you this.
Oh, tell me.
Pops Quest is out there, and he says he hates white people. Pops, don't worry. I will have a shirt to you in the mail also with your logo on the front, and I hate white people on the back.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Hey,
Battle
maybe
Bean,
me
let
and
me
Pops
just
can
tell you
unite.
this. Let me just tell you this. In signing off, I think, in my humble opinion, you're so cool. From now on, I'm going to call you Kulo.
Wow.
You know how cool he is, Kyle? Kyle, you know how cool he is? He's so cool, he's the Battle Bean.
Hey.
No,
Hey,
it's Jefe Julio. Jefe Julio.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Sir Kulo.
Now wait, is he saying Coolio or Kulo? Because there's a big difference there.
Yeah. Your ignorance is beyond. See, even Josh is gonna like, what the hell?
Coolio is the rapper. Culo is asshole in Spanish, fucker.
Pops wants me to make it "fuck white people." So Pops, yes, you'll have the shirt in the mail, and yes, it will say "fuck white people" on the back.
Hey, who wants to wear the "I hate black people"?
And
I asked the fucking Crenshaw and Sepulveda.
Here's the only requirement. Here's the only requirement, Pops. I will make that shirt for you, brother, but you have to wear it to a match and record the video.
Oh
Battle,
man.
you know I got nothing for love. Nothing
Hey,
for love.
dude, if that's fucking love, I would just imagine hate. Jesus Christ. All right.
Dude, if you were sitting right here in this chair right here, I'd be giving you the same shit.
Okay.
Ask Scotsman.
All right, brother. Go wash your ass now. Love you, man.
That's what I'm gonna do, man. I'm 4 days out. I ain't a damn.
Hasta la pasta, fucker.
Pops, I haven't made a hat yet, but I will try for you. And yes, I will put that slogan on there for you. But again, it's gonna have to be in a video in a match.
Hey, Scotsman, thank you for having me on. Sorry to cut it short. Love you guys. Again, thank you for having me on. It's good to see every damn one of you. I hope to see y'all again next week.
All right, go wash your ass.
All right, take care, man.
Wash my ass. Thank you.
Good night, Kyle.
Jesus.
Later, hillbilly.
Thank God he's gone.
Oh my God. No, that's cool, man. See, that's the balance right there, man. That's just balance right there, homie. That's how we do it.
That's the diversity you were speaking of.
That's right. You tell it, Gorilla. That's how it's done, bro. You gotta have them all here because you can see we're just a melting pot of shit. That's all we are, really. But we must unite. Chole, órale. What's up?
Mario.
Yes, sir.
When are you gonna join the club and grow a beard?
When I retire. 2 more years, bro. 2 more years.
He's Mexican. He can't grow a fucking beard.
Shit.
Exactly.
No, you know what it is, dude? The last time I grew a fucking beard, I look Iraqi. So I said, fuck that. I feel like getting shot.
He's like, I'm Cholo, man. I'm Cholo. No, I'm Cholo.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
Cholo.
dude. I was with a unit that I can't mention, And they told us, look, man, you got to grow your beard. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. I grow my beard. And I grow it. And then I'm dealing with Iraqis. They're like, you Iraqi? I'm like, no, motherfucker, I ain't Iraqi. Shit, I'm American, motherfucker. Shit, America. So I had to change it. I had to put a gold teeth on, you know. Then I kind of look like the Rico Suave guy, you know. Talking about hard.
Could you imagine?
Here's my only question to you, man. How the fuck, even without the beard, do they not question your eyebrows?
Dude,
I mean,
that is shit. I'm talking about my fucking Dracula eyebrows, bro. Dude, hey, man.
What the fuck, dude?
Hey, man, these things are the shit, bro. I'm telling you, man. Hey, don't be hating. I'll fucking poke your ass with these motherfuckers. Ah, shit.
They're like Grandpa Munster's eyebrows.
Hey, man.
Dude, bro, man,
dude, like, that's my vampire side.
How do you not get questioned?
Dude, come on, man. Who has these motherfuckers? Look, that's the shit right there, man. You know, I do the rock. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Could you just
see Gorilla guy?
red locks? Red locks on Mario's head.
Stan's out there, and I think Stan says it right. Clown eyebrows.
Hey, man. Hey, there's no Sharpie on this motherfucker, all right? I just want y'all to know that.
Fucking dead caterpillars glued to his forehead is what it looks like, man.
Hold on, Pop. I think Pop has the best comment so far.
What did Pop put?
Let's see. Gorillas, can you see the side chat?
Yeah, I can. It says,
all right. Would you like to read
Mexican? Get the fuck out of here, Michael.
Like to read Pop's comment?
Which one? The one la burrito?
Yes, the ignorance is deep in this channel. This is the kind of stuff. This is the kind of abuse I have to put up with every time I come in here. That's all right, you know. Okay.
Because we love you, brother. We love you.
Oh
man.
yeah, I know. It like flies on shit. That's love. I tell you.
Hey man. Hey, all right, right here, brother. Right here.
Oh, okay. Thanks, bro.
I got a special place for you, Battle Bean.
Oh yeah.
No, Battle Bean, stop. You don't want to know the special place he's got for you.
Hey, he's gonna go like this. If you built it, they will.
It'll be Tinder famous.
You know, since he's from Iowa. Know the distance. Dude, every time I watch that fucking movie, I laugh my ass off. I'm like, I wonder where Alan's at. You guys got me in a good mood today, man, because I'm talking major shit. It's all good, though.
Oh, good, brother. We love having you, man.
Oh, I know, man. I know. You know, it's bad. When I make Daniel laugh, that means that shit's actually funny, because that man does not laugh for shit. He's like,
oh, he does, man. He does. You'd be surprised, man. Daniel acts like he's all innocent and shit. But
Daniel's got like that Sergeant Major fucking look to him. He's
hey, dude, even in the fucking Navy, dude, there ain't no innocence there whatsoever. You want to talk about someone that can fucking curse up a storm and talk shit left, right, and center? Oh, yeah.
You never heard me curse up a storm. I think I got ticked off once.
Yeah.
Twice. Maybe twice.
You got upset, really? Daniel, you got upset, really, man?
I know I got upset recently. I can't remember what it was about, though. I got over it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, that's good, man. I'm glad you got Alzheimer's so you can forget shit like that. It's like, blah.
Exactly.
I've heard you at least once or twice, man.
So Daniel, I'm curious how the kid's doing.
Oh man, I just gave him a bottle about a half hour ago before the show. So those things are gained about 1.5 pounds each.
Yeah, they're still not living in your abode, are they?
They're in my bedroom in a playpen.
Dang, man.
We know your weakness now, buddy.
That's pretty damn romantic to have a couple of kids in your bedroom.
Kind of weird when they're staring at you.
Yeah, I feel you.
As long as they don't go, Daddy.
Oh God.
Oh man.
They think
Really?
they're dogs. They think they're dogs. They're in here. They running around the house. You know, bouncing up and spinning around. The dogs are running around with them. It's pretty cool.
They haven't
Yeah.
said they haven't said anything like Battle Bean yet, have they?
Scotsman, Daddy.
Yeah, the goats get nervous every time Scotsman walks up with those oversized cowboy boots, right?
Hey, I wonder if he does the same thing like in The Animal, you know, when he saw a goat, say, "Hey, how you doing?"
Hold on. Whoa. That wasn't right. That wasn't Battle Bean. Battle Bean, do it right.
Hey, how you doing?
Get your brain up, homie. Hello.
You gotta do it in true Battle Bean form.
Come on, man.
Oh, I didn't hear you because he broke up. What you said?
You gotta do it properly. That hey wasn't proper, man.
Hey.
There it is.
Hey.
True Battle Bean.
Hey, man. Well, you guys know where I got that shit from, right? Because, you know, I lived in the hood. I lived in South Central and shit. And I used to have a lot of my friends were black and shit. It was funny as hell. And we had this one girl named Tanya. Funny as shit. How the fuck you get a white girl? I mean, you're black as fuck. I have no idea. But anyways, Tanya, every time she saw you, she'd be like, "Hey," everybody say, "Hey," and then that shit just started, and it went all, man. By the time everybody was done, everybody knew Tanya was here because she'd be like, "Hey," everybody like, "Hey," everybody sounded like motherfucking sheep and shit, and that's how it started.
That's classic. That's classic.
Yeah, it's awesome. Hey, why is Pops hating today? He's such a hater.
Pops always hates, man.
He's trying to be like Daniel today, man. Hey, did you guys switch roles and shit? Is that what happened?
Pops is my #1 thumbs down every week, guaranteed. And that's okay. I appreciate him showing up and giving me the thumbs down. I appreciate it. He's there every week without question.
I know.
So
yeah,
I can't fault him for that.
Thanks for showing up, Pops. Good job, brother. Hope all is well. Where's he at? In North Kakalaki? North Kakalaki.
He's down south. Alan, you never answered a question. I gave you 3 questions. You never answered it.
Yeah, answer them, fucker.
Yeah, I thought I responded to your questions.
I didn't see it. I mean, that sounds like a good topic. Not the one where why you don't respond to my questions, but I mean, as far as leaving your gun in your vehicle.
Oh.
Because I've seen a lot of states have passed laws where you can't have a hidden compartment in it anymore, or you're responsible for your gun no matter where you have it. I mean, it's getting insane out there.
Yeah, you're right. I know, like in California, they just want you to have it in a lockbox. That's what they want you to have it. They want you to put it in a little lockbox. And I have my little. I went to Liberty Safe and I bought their little lockbox, and that's what I use. But you know, I mean, that it makes sense. But I mean, when I'm driving, I have it on me. You know, I put in that little magnet. I don't know if you guys bought those little magnets to your seat there, or underneath where you're underneath your steering wheel. And I mean, and I'm kind of careful too, because it depends on where you're at. Like in my county, it's very pro gun, and a lot of the cops know you. A lot of people carry, so it's not a big deal. I mean, if I go down to LA County, I wouldn't do that shit. I would have to be. Has to be different, because fucking LAPD will go fucking. I'd be like fucking Rodney King and shit, the Mexican version. No more. Shit. Fuck that. So you got to be careful. Yeah, you just got to be careful where you go and stuff like that. But from at least in my commie ass state, all they want you to do is just keep it on lockbox when you have it in there. Other than that, that's pretty much all they ask for.
Really? Where I live, your car is considered an extension of your home, so you really don't need.
It's the same way in a lot of states. Even here at this point in time, because we now have various different things that changed in this state, so it is actually considered an extension of your home in this state as well. But you still got to be careful where you put it and hide it and all that.
Right.
I'm a big proponent of just, Alan made a great video the other day about how to lock it up, hide it, conceal it in your car. If you guys haven't seen that video, check it out. But Alan made a great video on how he does it in Iowa. But
he puts a bunch of corn on top of it.
Well, and then
he likes to sit on it. He likes to sit on it, barrel up, pointed right directly at his ass, and just sit.
Then he's got like a little picture of Shoeless Joe coming out of that motherfucker.
Well, in my state, there isn't any specific laws about creating a hidden compartment in your vehicle, but yet the way I go about it, the compartment that I keep my firearm in when I'm needing to take it off isn't necessarily concealed, for one. For two, if I'm in the vehicle, the firearm is going to be on me. The only time I take my self-defense tools off and put them into my security box is if I'm like having to go in somewhere where I can't have it. Post office, federal building, Mario's mom's house.
Yeah.
There's a few places where I can't have it that I got to take it off at.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that here in Virginia too. They changed the law again, saying that the only way you can carry it in a secured compartment, not a locked one, it has to be secured, but you have to have a concealed carry permit to do that. As before, when they changed the law, I think it was like 3-4 years ago, they said that your vehicle was an extension of your home. So however you carry, you were still allowed to leave it in a secured compartment. Now, if you don't have a concealed carry permit, you have to have it unloaded with the magazine or ammo separated from
separate.
the firearm. Yeah. So it's just like when you're.
And it's the same way in Ohio, unless you have your permit. You have to keep everything separated when you're traveling. You can't have them together.
Right.
And they can't be anywhere near each other whatsoever.
Yeah, right. I would assume that is the way that it is in the majority of all states. If you do not have a concealed weapons permit, chances are, in order to transport your firearm, it has to be unloaded. The ammunition and the firearm cannot be within the reach of the driver. These were the laws that I dealt with when I lived in California, and at the time they were still kind of battling over those laws, and they wanted your firearm in one locked container, then they wanted your ammunition in a separate locked container. Both of these containers cannot be within the driver's reach. And they were trying to say that you had to have so much distance, so much space between each individual locked container. But it was like absurd because you'd have to be driving a goddamn school bus in order to be able to accommodate these laws.
Right. And that's kind of the same way it is when you're bringing them across state lines. You're not supposed to have.
And you got to be careful with that one too. And that's another good thing too is state lines. You got to be careful when you're driving state to state.
Right.
I always keep everything separate when I'm driving state to state, unless I know I have reciprocity with that state. And even then, you still got to check the laws to make sure that you can still have all that stuff together when you're traveling through that state. You might be able to have your gun on you, but you might not be able to have your guns per se in your car loaded beside you or anything like that. They may still have to be separate per the state's law. You got to make sure you understand those state's laws.
I think Georgia has I can't say that word.
Reciprocity.
Yeah, with 32, 33 states now. And what was really weird is South Carolina, which borders us, we weren't allowed to carry there. But they changed that. I believe it was either the beginning of last year or the beginning of this year.
Yeah, see, us in Virginia, we can't carry, our reciprocity doesn't carry over to Georgia, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, and again, it varies state to state. I will tell you, there is a book out there. If you look it up, it's traveling within the 50 states, and literally it's less than $20 for the book, but it will tell you everything you need to know when traveling throughout the states itself.
Maybe somebody even knows it in side chat, but I know that there are now apps that you can get that will tell you from state to state and what you need to be able to do. If your state, you put in your information, like your state that you're from, that you have a concealed weapons permit, and it will show you as of current what states have reciprocity, and going from state to state what you actually need to do to follow the laws precisely.
Yeah,
I don't remember what the app is called.
I don't know about an app, but there's a book out there which is traveling within the states, and literally it's like $20, but it goes through every state whenever you're traveling through there, so you understand what you're doing, and they update it every year. So it's constantly updated all the time. You can download it online if you want to download it online. I think it's cheaper if you download it versus actually buying the paper copy. But that's a good thing to have. I've actually read the book itself and gone through the book itself before. That's a good thing to have. Someone out there mentioned the USCCA. USCCA is one of the biggest concealed carry insurance agencies out there. They do a lot of training. They're a really good company. I know Josh is part of Texas Law Shield, and there's others out there as well. But there's many good places out there. It's always good to have insurance if you can have the insurance.
Yeah, with U.S. Law Shield, if you're a member of U.S. Law Shield, you just call on the back of the card, not the emergency line, but the business line, and you can speak to an attorney, get a free legal consultation whenever you want. You can find out every rule and everything you need to know from state to state if you're traveling. So that's, if you're a member of U.S. Law Shield, just call the number on the back of the card, and they'll tell you everything you need to know. You'll speak to an attorney, not a paralegal or any of that crap. So just wanted to let y'all know.
Yeah, that's a good thing to know. It really is.
Thank you, Professor Josh.
Can you say that in Mexican, Josh? Hold on.
I gotta hear this shit.
Don't speak no English.
This fool's just as bad as the fucking cops. Get down on the grondo.
I see you.
Daniel asked a number of really good questions on that video, and the third question that he asked me, what was go ahead, Daniel, if you recall exactly how you phrased it.
I don't remember. I remember Alzheimer's.
Ah, yes, old fucker's disease. I've got that myself. Essentially, it was
stickers
to the extent of, is it worth not having your tool on you? And unfortunately, I don't want to go into like a federal building and be discovered and take the chance in losing my ability to carry everywhere else. Should I have to worry about that? No, Absolutely fucking not. I have a constitutional right to do it. But this is the necessary evil that I have to fucking deal with in order to play the game properly and legally.
When it comes to something like that, if you're going to a federal building, post office, or a school where you're not allowed to carry, that's when you just make the choice to leave it at home, because how many of us have some type of sticker that identifies us as a shooter, whether we're, it's USPSA, IDPA, or hunting, that criminals look at these vehicles and target to break in and steal, because they know they'll hang out outside the courthouse and start breaking into all these cars just because.
That is the stupidest shit to have. If you have a fucking Glock Perfection or a fucking FN or a CZ fucking sticker, take that shit off. You're just asking for somebody to break into your car, man. That's like saying I'm fucking a cholo, search me in my Monte Carlo. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't have any stickers like that on my car.
No, and I'll tell you, if I ever get to, and it's happened in the past where I'm traveling through a state and I get to like a federal park or whatever, and it says you can't go in the building because you got a gun, I ain't going to the fucking building. Fuck it. I'm going to stay outside and fucking do what I got to do and chill out, relax, and then move on. I'm not going in the fucking building.
For the same exact reason, I won't step foot into an IKEA. Just because they got a not allowed to carry Beretta sign out in front of their store doesn't mean that I'm not going to walk in there with my Ruger and give them their fucking money. They're not going to get money from me because they won't let me carry a Beretta in there if I want to carry a Beretta.
That's exactly the way I feel. A lot of people are like, well, do you carry in places where they have no carry signs? And I'm like, oh, why do you want to give anti-gunners your business? Especially the big companies, they're contributing lots of money to that cause to take away your guns. You want to go give them your business? I mean,
well, number one thing is if it says, they're anti-gun or whatever, or don't do this, don't do that. Number one, don't promote if you are. Keep your mouth fucking shut.
Yeah. Now, if you have to leave your vehicle in a car, it's all about camouflage. Okay? The lock boxes help, yes. But now, camouflage. Take your gun and get that plastic garbage bag that you hang in the corner of your glove box and hang it down there. Get some used baby diapers. But then take a clean one. Put your gun up in it. Put it in the middle of that bag. Put all those used diapers all around your gun and some feminine products. No criminal is going to touch it. And if they are used, that your car is going to stink. So as soon as they bust your window, they're going to go the other way.
Or you can get a safe.
Unless you got some nasty fucker that likes that kind of shit. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Then it's like it'll work 90% of the time.
Here's the thing. So, Alan, you want to talk about the safety you have real quick?
Well, just the thing that I have is actually a very inexpensive vault case that I picked up from Walmart. And it's got a small cable tether that is attached to the seat. It's a combination lock, and I just have it residing behind my passenger seat on the floorboard. It's not actually bolted down. Locks are to keep honest people honest. I know this. I know that that's going to be a deterrent. I'm not advertising that I have anything on my car by having a bunch of stickers and shit all over my crap. I drive a little grandma fucking grocery getter looking car. You can't
That's
even
actually
see the case unless you're looking for it.
The point is, at the end of the day, no matter what you have, like Alan's trying to do the right thing, but at the end of the day, if it's a criminal, they don't give a shit. They're gonna fucking take it apart. They're gonna tear it, fucking rip it up, cut it up, whatever they're gonna fucking do to get it if they want it. They don't give a shit. And like you said, honest people
have a Liberty safe bolted in the back of your fucking car. They'll just steal your goddamn car. and
Yeah.
then go pull the tape.
Honest people will leave shit alone, but those ones that are not honest people, which is a lot of people out there, that are generally the ones that are going to break in and try to fuck shit up.
See, now my last
they're not gonna be
statement.
shit alone. They're going to fucking tear it apart and fuck it up.
See, my last statement, okay, yeah, it was kind of like stupid or nasty, but the point was camouflage. So you take your box, your lockbox that's cabled in, get some old dirty coveralls or something, and throw on top of it with, with your McDonald's bag and toss it in.
So we have an excellent question out there, and Daniel, I'll start with you. And Zeus, one of our very loyal, and I mean loyal subscribers to the channel, is out there and asks a great question. Why can't they pass constitutional carry?
Because you have some liberals out there that have been in colleges, and now they're the teachers in the colleges teaching all your students that want to go through and promote a new world order and and the Communist Manifesto, and will just want to take the rights, our rights, where we can defend our Constitution away from us all. That's why they can't get it passed in all 50 states, because they're playing the long gun to take over our country.
All right, let's go to Battle Bean in a commie state and get the commie state version. Hey,
Why we don't have constitutional carry in California? One, because my CCW does not abide by anybody else's, which fucking sucks. The other thing is that 70% of the state is liberals. Fucking, they're all scared of fucking guns. They're like, they don't believe in guns. They believe in fucking having cops, and they're gonna protect us and make sure we're there. Yeah, but then they stop and think about how long it takes them to get there. And let's say you live in a rural area, it'll take you fucking 15 minutes. By that time, your ass is dead. But they don't stop and think about that kind of stuff. I seriously doubt that it will ever change in this state. The last time we had anything that was worthy of anything was probably back in 2008, and that's when they stopped where you can carry open carry, because that was a big deal back then. And the reason why they found out about open carry, because in reality, a lot of people didn't know about this until this one video, these three douchebags that went over to, I think they went over there in Oakland or some fucking city up in the Bay, and they were open carrying. And then somehow some news agency ended up making a video of it, and they said yes, because they did not get arrested by the police. They ended up saying that yes, you as a citizen in the state, you can do an open carry. And then after that, the next year they ended up putting a law going against it, and then there was just a roller coaster from there. And after that, so yeah, it's unfortunate. It's just a lot of people just don't believe in guns here. They believe in just dealing with the police, and they're gonna take care of them and all kinds of shit. They don't believe in being able to protect yourself.
It's everywhere. It's crazy, man. Like when I was in Georgia, I could open carry all day long, never had a single issue. I had people coming up and thanking me for open carry. And then you get back to Ohio, which is still an open carry state, and you open carry out here and people freak the fuck out. I mean,
I think it has to do with the mentality that's changed on it. It has to do a lot of it with what people watch on TV. I'm a firm believer that a lot of the stuff, like Hollywood, is a big influence on negativity, and they make it seem like the only person that should have a gun is somebody who's a criminal, and they don't believe in law-abiding people having a gun.
Yeah, that and the news itself, the media, man, the media,
because in reality, the media, especially in LA, because sometimes I still get the LA channels where I'm at. I'm about 120 miles north of LA, thank God. Yeah, and I get the LA news, and I remember one time I was watching just watching the news, and they arrested somebody for supposedly brandishing a firearm, and this guy was a concealed carry permit guy, and they were trying to prosecute him in LA County. And this guy actually lived somewhere like Fresno, which is another 100 miles north of me. And he was just going down there to visit some family and shit. And I was like, so ever since then, I've been very conscious of brandishing or making sure that my gun does not stake. Because in reality, they're just coming at you for every little stupid thing, and they're making it seem like you're the bad guy. Where I live in my county, it's very pro-military, pro-2A. We don't have that problem, and we have the highest CCWs in the state, and so it's weird. I think it's just the mentality, because we have more conservative people here. Because see, a lot of the people where we're at, the main source of revenue here is oil and gas, and because we have a big old freaking deposit not too far from here. And a lot of the people that moved here are from Texas and Oklahoma. So they have a tendency of having a different mentality, a different thinking when it comes to guns and stuff like that. So that's the reason why our county is a little different to everybody else. And pretty much everybody in the central region of California, which are farmers and people that work in the oil fields, they just have a different mentality. So you don't have that kind of issue where we're at. I mean, my county was a red county. It's always been a red county. It's a county that voted for Donald Trump. So, go figure. You would never think that would happen in California, but there are quite a few counties in the state where it's red.
Man, you got like a 15-minute answer to this question, dude.
You know what? That's fine.
I'm trying to get on it, man. I'm trying to.
Hey! There's no fucking time limit. Shut the fuck up, dude. There's no fucking time limit. He wants to speak for 15 minutes. He can speak for fucking 15 minutes.
But I want to speak for 15 minutes now, damn it.
With that, Gorilla, what do you think? Why can't we get constitutional carry passed in all 50 states?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of with Daniel on that one. It's got a lot to do with all the liberals and, like Mario said, and the media just portraying a negative aspect towards firearms. I grew up in Massachusetts, which, as you know, is somewhat very much like California. And all my life, I grew up just believing that guns were for cops and bad guys. So, they put this stigma around firearms, and they don't want you to know the good side of it. So all they want you to see is just everything that's bad about it. And once they drive that into your brain, that's all you have back here until you actually pick it up and realize for yourself, hey, it's not as bad as they say it is. It's not even bad at all.
Well, I mean, the coming from a country where you can't have guns,
right?
And all you have is knives, beer bottles, glasses, and shit. And trust me, the crime rate is through the fucking roof.
Oh yeah, see where I live.
I've had I don't know how many liberal fucking douchebags come up to me and be like, if we just took away guns, everything would be fucking excellent.
And let's talk about the United Kingdom. Didn't we have like some fucking douchebag that fucking like stabbed like 6 people, went on a rampage with a fucking knife, with a knife?
Yep. Oh yeah. Yep. The only reason that guns were banned in the United Kingdom was because, and you can say whatever you want, but to me it was a conspiracy theory, and it was set up by the government. But we had a school shooting that literally killed 50 plus kids in one school shooting, and that was their answer to take away guns from everyone. Literally, everyone lost their fucking gun rights. Boom, like that overnight.
Right.
Done overnight. And they're trying to do the same shit here. It's literally one thing after the other, trying to take away whatever they can take away, and they keep on pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And you guys can think what you think, but trust me, coming from a country where I've seen it happen, it is literally the same fucking thing. And I hate saying it because I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not one of those kind of guys, but I've seen it. I fucking dealt with it. I lived it. And trust me, the shit fucking happens. And unfortunately, the same shit's happening here, where it's literally, if they don't get what they want, something else magically fucking happens, and bam, there's another fucking tragedy.
Right, and that seems to happen every time we get away from all these gun laws that they're trying to create, and it gets to this point where it's a calm lull, and then all of a sudden, bam, something happens.
Yep.
And then they introduce
suddenly we're getting to a point where it might be a pro Second Amendment thing, and bam, shit happens. Bam, there you go. There's another fucking hit. And now that Second Amendment thing that was going to be pro is now fucking negative. Every damn time.
Jamie, your thoughts on why we can't get national reciprocity or constitutional carry in all 50 states?
I agree with what's been said on here already, especially what Scotsman just brought up about and Gorilla, about every time we start to get some momentum toward it, some big bad hairy shooting will go on, and I don't want to sound like what Scotsman's talking about either. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist weirdo, but man, it can't be just coincidence every single time. And then part of me takes it to another depth of maybe it's that industrial military complex thing really is what's really ruling the world, and especially this country. If you ever thought about the fact that if a civil war breaks out in America, it's not going to be the North against the South. It's going to be the liberals against the conservatives. It's going to be gun people against people who want to take our guns away from us. But the fact that we still have them is the only thing that's keeping that from happening. But part of me thinks that maybe if the industrial military complex is running things, think of how much money they'll make if something like that happens, as opposed to how much they won't make if it happens and we're all still armed.
Yep. Yeah, they wouldn't stand a chance if we were still armed and they came after us. You know what I mean?
Well, the flip side to that too is think about how many times something's come up where gun control comes up, and suddenly all these companies have rebates and they're mass ramping up productions, and guys are just buying them left, right, and fucking center. And then suddenly something else happens, and bam, it's all gone.
Right.
It's one thing after another thing, and it's all. I hate saying like a conspiracy theorist, but everything's always put in fucking place to happen for a fucking reason, and it's always one thing after the other, and it seems to always sit perfectly where it needs to sit. You know, it's screwed up.
You know, the most crazy white people too. That's kind of shit. I noticed that. It's a trend.
Speaking of crazy white people, Josh, what are your thoughts on why we can't get constitutional carry passed?
Constitutional carry is already passed. We already have constitutional carry. It's just that too many people are cowards and are afraid to carry, and they want to obey by fake laws that don't really exist. They only exist in your mind. People aren't willing to fucking die for their rights. Everybody wants to bow down to the laws. We already have these rights. You already have the right. You have the God-given right to defend yourself and to stand up against the government. But if you say, or if you decide, no, I'm not going to, then you forfeited the right. You have it, but you're forfeiting it. That's your
So
decision.
you're saying you're a bitch if you don't do it?
Yeah. And that's the problem. Why don't we have constitutional carry? We do. It's just that people don't know their rights. You go around and ask people, hey, just go ask random people, hey, what's your 8th Amendment right? What's your 3rd Amendment right? Or what's your 3rd right? All that. Go around asking people randomly, and people won't have answers. That's why we don't. That's why people don't realize that we have rights.
Right. It's the lack of education.
Yeah, they just don't realize that we have rights.
Excellent point. I'll tell you, most of you guys know I'm looking at doing my citizenship this year, and I've been doing some practice tests for the test itself, and so far, and I'm proud to say this, but so far I've been scoring 80+% every time on the test.
Not good enough, fucker.
Yeah, you're getting a B average. You suck. You need to work on that shit.
Fuck you.
Scotsman, let me tell you something, bud. Most native-born Americans would score probably about a 35 to 40%.
That's why I said I'm proud.
Oh, don't tell him that shit. Then he's gonna feel like he's special and shit. Fuck that.
Fuck you. Fucking beaner.
Hey, I'm an educated beaner fucker. I just finished this motherfucker here. This is
fuck you, beaner.
Hey, puto.
Hey,
break yourself, puto. Break yourself.
Hey, check yourself, fool.
Break yourself. Break yourself. Break yourself.
Hey, break it up, fuckers. Break it up.
Okay, I give up.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up a different view perspective on this.
You tell us, Professor.
I don't think that we can get it reestablished. I agree with Josh. Technically, we have the right to constitutional carry in all 50 states. I believe that the federal government is allowing each individual state to step on the Constitution. But with that said, I also don't want violent felons, child molesters, and people of the like to be able to carry fucking firearms either. So I'm not 100% for constitutional carry, because even though these guys fucking went and raped fucking kids, did a bunch of time in fucking prison and got their ass out and have their rights, they've gotten their rights back, they shouldn't be allowed to fucking be walking around with fucking firearms. Fuck that. They should have hung from a noose to begin with.
Damn straight.
And if someone is such a violent criminal that they can't get their rights restored, yeah, of course, don't even let them out in the first place or hang them. But if it came to the point to where you did let them out of prison for some stupid reason, put them on parole for the rest of their life. I mean, you don't have your rights back. You're on parole. If that's the case, you know, if it's something.
Here's my thing.
Let me answer the side chat here a little bit, because there's a couple of comments out there, and some people don't know. In some states, even once you've committed a felony, did your time, you can get your rights restored, and that felony gets expunged off of your record, and you can't go out and get firearms.
Right here in Virginia, I think
I'm gonna agree with Beard CB out there. I'm sorry, but why waste taxpayers' money? You commit a crime, and it's to the point where it's heinous enough where you should be taken out. Fucking hang the motherfucker. Why are we putting them on death row and wasting taxpayers' money for years upon years upon years? Fucking hang them, get everyone done with, electrocute them, put them in a fucking chair, do whatever the fuck you gotta do. Get everyone.
You mean that's all on part of the liberals too? You know, they believe that they have the right to live. You know, so they have the right to live, and illegal immigrants have the right to invade our country, and
well, I'm sorry, man. I'm no fucking snowflake, and fuck them, dude.
But here's the problem with that,
Scott. For an eye,
man. Here's a problem with just hang them. When I was younger, I used to get in a lot of trouble, and I actually got 90 days in jail for a little roach. And I stayed in my tank. One of the guys in my tank, he was a Tongo gang member, and he served 2 years for capital murder. And I said, how the hell did you serve 2 years for capital murder? And he says, it's easy. About 14 people served that same term. They took 14 of us Mexicans that all looked the same and threatened all of us with life in prison or the death penalty. And we all pleaded out for 2 years because we were afraid of being found guilty. So you get a lot of people that take lesser sentences that didn't do the crime just because they want to lock up as many people as possible, you know?
But see, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. Why are we allowing people to fucking plead out and get away with shit? Why?
Well, that's got a lot to do.
If you fuck up, if you've done something fucking wrong, if you're here legally, why the fuck do you get to even plead anything?
I'm gonna tell you something, man. It's 2 words: political correctness. That's all that shit is.
Well, I ain't fucking PC here, brother.
Right. Well, and also by locking these people up, it creates revenue through the jail system for the state as well. So the more people they have locked up, the more money they get.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. It's a fucked up system, and maybe I'm biased because I'm fucking legal and I don't fucking, I get pissed with all the illegal bullshit that goes on. But it's just, to me, it's fucking retarded. We're wasting so much money on all of this excess shit that we shouldn't waste money on, that we can easily fix. But we're just constantly wasting money left, right, and center on housing criminals. They're on death row for 10, 20 fucking years. It's insane to me. Absolutely fucking insane.
Right, and it's the same thing with a lot of those states that abolished the death sentence. I mean, it's they claim it's more expensive to fry somebody than it is to house them for 50 years, which I find that a bunch of nonsense because, I mean, what, $20-$30 worth of electricity running through their freaking brain is going to cost more than a lifetime of.
It's probably $5, and I guarantee you.
And my thing is, why don't we go back to firing squads, man?
Well, I'll tell you, anyone in the fucking state would be willing to pay the $5 or $30 fucking dollars for the electrocution. Shit, I'll fucking pay it.
30 cents a piece.
You know? Or the fucking firing line. I'm all for the firing line. Fuck it. Hell, I'll even fucking do it.
Is that your ghost gun?
I mean, how much does it cost with for a needle full of air? You can kill somebody that way too. So, I mean, that's free.
It's just ridiculous. The bullshit political correctness crap they come up with. And I'm sick of it, man. I'm fucking sick of it. I've lived here. I've lived here so many fucking years, and I'm so fucking tired of the PC bullshit.
But dude, I mean, even in Scotland's going through some crazy ass shit right now too, brother. I mean, you guys are going through, like, some people want independence. You guys have got Brexit going on over there. All kinds of crazy shit in the United Kingdom.
There's all kinds of crazy shit over there too, brother. And trust me, it's nuts. I go back and forth with my brother every fucking day, man. I'm fortunate that on my phone I can talk to him on an app. We don't get to talk on the phone very much, but I can talk to him on an app. We can video call here and there. But it's insane. There's so much bullshit going on over there as well, and it's been that way for years, though. I mean, literally back early 2000s is when they banned firearms. And again, it was because suddenly there was a mass school shooting, and that was it. They fucking took everything away, everything. And it was fucking done on purpose, man. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I can tell you right now, it was done on fucking purpose. It was just too coincidental as to how it happened, when it happened, and everything that was around it. It was just way fucking too coincidental.
So let me ask you this question: how was it before that school shooting happened? How was it in Scotland?
So before then, I mean, and I worked on a farm. So working on a farm, you could have guns on the farm. You still had to have permits, but you could have them on the farm. You couldn't take them away from the farm. But right after all that shit happened, it was you could have them on the farm, but you could only have certain weapons. You couldn't have every weapon. So mainly you could have a shotgun, couldn't have pistols anymore. You couldn't have this, couldn't have that. You were limited at that fucking point. They started stripping away thing by thing by thing, and you had to have certain licenses unless you're a part of a gun club. And to be a part of a gun club in the UK is super expensive. And I mean super expensive. And the guns stay at the club. You can't take them home with you. They stay at the club.
Yeah, it's the same way in France. I actually have a French subscriber who was telling me a little bit about that. So he said you can have guns. I think you can have up to 2 per household, but they have to stay at the sportsman's club, and that's the only time you can use them. They can't leave the building, and that's it.
Yep. That's pretty much the same way here.
Dude, that's like buying a tattoo on layaway. What the fuck is that, dude? 2 more payments, this song gun is mine.
Yeah, it's insane, man. Absolutely fucking insane. I was kind of lucky being on the farm. We could pretty much have almost anything we wanted on the farm other than handguns. So we had plenty of shotguns and shit on the farm, but yeah, it was screwy, man. You couldn't take them off the farm. They had to be on the farm only, and that was it.
So now you guys have no weapons, or do they still have weapons?
No, you literally are limited unless you have a gun club or own a farm.
Wow, that's
and if even then you're still limited. So you can have knives, but the knives have to be within X amount size, like fucking tiny ass knives, and because there's so much knife crime.
But it's so stupid
because the Scottish people are just violent as fuck.
What are you going to take away next time?
Here's the thing, and this is the thing that always pisses me off.
Box cutters?
Liberal, here's the thing that always pisses me off with these liberal motherfuckers. And you can fucking hag at me all you want, but these liberal motherfuckers always say, take away the guns and everything will be fucking perfect. Well, no. I come from a country where we took away guns. Guess what? We fucking took knives. We fucking stab people. We take beer bottles. We smash them over the fucking heads of people.
Well, I mean, that's the same thing.
You take away guns, you solve nothing.
Right. And that's the same thing that's happening over in England right now.
You give them something else to pick up with their fucking hands and utilize.
Right. And their violent crimes have risen, well above ours. And it's all because people are stabbing each other over there. I mean, they got a lot of gang problems over there too. So,
I mean, even before that, I'll give you a better example. Go back to the early 1500s, back in Japan. People were killing people with wooden swords. Wooden fucking swords. Not knives.
I thought that was
wooden fucking swords. You want to get fucking to the point? That's getting to the fucking point.
Man, they should have killed Tom Cruise when he was trying to be a samurai, man. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You-
that
well,
movie wasn't even viable.
One of the greatest swordsmen ever lived was Miyamoto Musashi. Miyamoto Musashi killed his first assailant at 13 years old with a wooden sword.
Damn, that fool was pimp.
He was pimped, all right, man. He fucking killed him straight to the fucking temple with a wooden sword.
Man.
One strike.
Hey, I wonder if they had Japanese guys like Chris Tucker come out. You got knocked the fuck out. I'm just wondering. That'd be kind of cool though.
I'm pretty sure someone was standing right beside Miyamoto Musashi when he did that and said, "Man, bitch, you got knocked the fuck out."
You got knocked the fuck out.
Did any of them happen to look like Josh Benoit in a kimono?
No, I'm wondering if any of them look like Tom Cruise and shit. That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, that was the stupidest shit ever, man. Come on, man. You can't make Tom Cruise a samurai. It's just, I don't know.
Nobody wanted to be a samurai after him because
it was bad enough. You try, rednecks were already pissed off.
Last samurai.
They try to make him a NASCAR driver in fucking Days of Thunder. You're like, God damn, what the fuck happened, man? This is some bullshit, man. And then you got Ricky Bobby coming on, and then that's more legit. That's
hey, if you're not first, you're last.
Wonder Bread, baby. Wonder Bread.
Hey, man, it's all about the fucking tiger. Oh, hold on. It wasn't tiger. It was a fucking, what was it?
You got to face the fear. You got to drive with a cheetah in the car.
That was a cheetah. Not a tiger. Cheetah.
What,
Damn it.
Josh?
It was son of a bitch.
Man,
Cougar. A cougar.
Yeah, that's right. A cougar.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Daniel just put out something in the side chat that is so goddamn anti-American.
What do you put?
Daniel might lose his ranch. Oh, shit. He doesn't have one.
Yeah, you took that away from me a few months ago.
Did I?
Yeah.
What'd you put there, Dan Levitan?
The blood one's in 30 minutes, right?
I'm sorry, Daniel. Can you refresh my memory? What did you do fucked up where you lost your wrench a few months ago?
Well, it's either one of two things. Either I was promoting Glocks or I muted Alan.
Hey, so I got a question. What are you eating now? You eating turkey bacon? Is that what you're eating now?
Oh, right now I'm not. I just ate a granola bar.
Oh my God. Okay.
Well, Daniel, I have to admit my my girlfriend likes your hashtag.
Whoa. Hold on. So,
I thought you said boyfriend.
Hold on. Are you gonna show a picture?
A picture?
Yeah, hold on. So we're pretty much at the end of this chat. We're gonna do a few more minutes and then we'll end this. But we're still doing the hashtag Tinder giveaway. The 1,000 subscribers, friends, family for Alan B Pro, and
because I am hashtag Tinder famous.
We do have another entry in that giveaway, so go check out the list that we have going on there. And I know that we have a couple other channels that are working on putting together some videos for that. But since apparently you have a girlfriend, do we get to see an actual picture of her, or is it just going to be, we have to search Tinder for her?
Well, you probably wouldn't be able to find her on Tinder. I'm not. I might have a picture around here somewhere.
What kind of shit is that, man?
Hold on. Or is she right there and you can just bring her on screen?
Yeah, bring her over. Say hi.
He can. All he has to do is go like this.
Hey, you got the compressor on?
Say something.
Hi.
No.
No, fuck that. I want to see you now.
Oh, shut up. Alan, you're my fucking brother. Bring her over. Put her on fucking screen right now, or we're done.
Wow. She gonna divorce your ass.
You have
she's 5 seconds.
reluctantly. She is very, very reluctantly.
2.
So yes,
gotta speak.
Hi.
Hey.
See, that's contagious shit, man. That's hi. That's universal shit, man.
So yes, she does exist, and yes, she is just right over there.
Yeah, why you put up with this fucker? That's what I want to know.
And why are you okay with being Tinder famous?
Yeah.
It's because I'm Tinder famous and hung like a donkey.
Oh, she doesn't have a problem with knowing you used to have a ride around the car with a cougar, and then her.
You know, he says that because he puts a sleeve on. That's what it is.
Does she know about Jan is gay?
Does she know about your last? I mean, Alan used to drive around with a cougar in his car.
Yeah,
and that was just to get the senior discounts at McDonald's.
Wow. Yeah. Welcome to the dysfunction that you call this group of peoples in here. Anyways, Cholos 2A unite. Orale.
Orale 2A all the way.
Hey man, we need to get everybody involved in that shit. Orale. 2A, orale.
That's right, man.
I would love to hear fucking Pops say that shit. That'd be fucking hilarious.
We'll get Pops on here next week, man. He'll be the special guest.
Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome.
Catchphrases.
That's the whitest motherfucker I know right there. That fucker's so white I can see his fucking veins and shit.
I'll text him this week, man. We'll have a Pops Quest special.
Hi.
And we'll make sure he goes, check yourself.
No, it's break yourself, fool. Not check yourself. What the fuck? Man, see, I gotta educate you, man. Oh.
I know. These fuckers just be so damn ignorant.
I'm sorry, man. I'm
ignorant.
Hey, man. Hey, dude.
They're so ignorant.
Hey, man. I'm Scottish American. Give me a fucking break, dude.
I'm Beaner. So what? What's your point? What's your fucking point?
I tried.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Damn it.
Shit. I'm Scottish American. Fuck out of here. Oh man. Oh.
All right, fuckers. We're gonna go ahead and end this. We will go through the room. We will start with Gorillas and Guns, the Banana Man himself.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know if everybody's seen that video that I put out about trying to put something together for the hashtag 2A strong, hashtag save 2A, but I'll be working on that a little bit more. And, if you got any ideas, Scotsman, I'd be glad to hear them. Same thing with you, Josh and Alan. Let's try to get together and see if we can make this happen. I just hope it will be something that we could build a unity on to also kind of put it out there in the anti-gunners' faces and say, hey, look, we can do the same thing you guys are doing, but we're actually true to our cause. That's right, Mario. Give it 5 to the camera. Odele 2A all the way.
Hey, by the way, I noticed you got a thing for kitties over there. What's up with that shit?
Kitties? Oh, that's my wife. She likes pussy.
Oh, now you won't blame your wife now. Okay, órale. Yeah, that's my wife. Hey, órale. See, the octopus shit, that's mine, eh? That's mine.
Oh, yeah, the octopus.
Really
Yes,
nice,
I like those too.
She likes the panoche.
Now he fucking speaks Spanish.
I know.
Jesus fucking
Hey,
Christ.
no, you-
You try to get him to speak Spanish.
Then
Then he fucking then you fucking say something else and bam, he speaks Spanish.
I know. You got to trigger fucking Josh, is what it is.
Yeah,
You got to trigger him.
We're not careful.
Because then he gets so excited, he's like, órale.
Gotta keep him excited.
Dose of
Yes,
Mentos.
Oh my god. Like totally. Oh my god.
Oh, fucking
I'm
A.
sorry, man. Go ahead.
I completely lost my train of thought.
Oh yeah, you were talking about your organization. What is it you
Well,
talking?
Trying to build it up. You know.
Oh, there you go, bro.
You know.
Yeah, we'll talk this week, man.
Right on.
I'm not sure what you work, but send me a text, dude, and we'll talk this week. I got some ideas.
Right on. Sweet. Had a few ideas from some other people, so you know, hopefully we can mesh it all together and make something good happen.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll talk this week and see if we can't get on the phone and or maybe try and conference call Coda and a few others and see what we can come up with.
Right on. Orale, you see.
Orale. Stay strong.
Dose of Mentos.
All right. Probably the widest guy in this chat. And no, Daniel, it's not you. Josh Benware.
I'm white. What the hell?
Hey, Miklo. Hey,
Yeah, you
they're
motherfucker.
messing with you, eh?
Why do I get all scared when they call me Mikla?
I don't know, Ese. You tell them.
But no, so yeah, I got some stuff coming. I got a few things here already, but I got a few more things coming in the mail for my 642. Probably gonna do an episode of Pimp My 642. Gonna do a complete makeover on it, internals, externals, all that good stuff. So that's coming up, and
You're gonna have exhibit coming out.
should I call it Pimp My 642? I think I should. Pimp My J Frame.
Cerakote that sucker.
But anyways, cool to be on here. This is the first time I've actually got to hang out with Silver. I've known Silverback for probably like 3 years now, and I've never been on a live chat or got to talk to him. So
now you know how he looks like.
Yeah.
Well, I already knew
how it looked like.
Just be lucky that this does not have smell-o-vision.
Silverback just needs to work on his saber.
Oh man, I couldn't stand that thing, man. Every time I was eating food, I'd be chewing on it and pulling at it.
You gotta work on that shit, man.
Oh, I did. I shaved it off.
We were talking about it before we went live. You know, at work, we have a water fountain at work, and I'm trying to drink out the water fountain, and I couldn't figure out why I wasn't getting any water. Well, my flavor savers got so big and thick,
all up.
It was stopping the water.
Hey, you gotta channel it, and then you gotta go like this, and it'll go down to your mouth. Hey, really?
I literally had to push it out the way to get the water in.
The struggle is real, bro. The struggle is real.
Yeah, Gorilla's the easiest way to keep it out of your mouth while you're trying to eat something is don't grow your mustache from here. Start from the nostrils and just braid it to each side.
This motherfucker think he's fucking Tawana and shit.
Probably do that if I let it grow long enough.
All right, moving on. Jamie, what you got, brother man?
Hi.
So, I too, this first time I've shared some screen time with Gorilla, so I got to go sub you up, man, and watch all your stuff. And I got 2 loads of 35 Remington to test. I've got some 8mm Mauser stuff coming. Hopefully, I'm gonna be doing some 357 Magnum load development. Josh needs to be watching that. We got to get him loading for that 686.
Oh, we will. Trust me.
Guys, let me
he's gonna be loading pretty soon.
Exciting guy you are.
Let me say something, and I know it's probably going to go against a lot of you guys, your grain and your nature, but we need to be aware of how anti-gun people, how we treat them, and how they see us. And I think the best idea I've heard when we run up on an anti-gunner, the best thing we could probably do would be like invite them to go shooting. So you ever shot, you know, why are you so anti-gun? Have you ever actually shot a gun? Take them to the range. I think we'll get a lot more converts like that than.
Yeah, you'll get that one gay guy. Remember that guy that shot the AR?
Well, no, it's an excellent point because you need to think about this, and I've come across this over the years too. And I've dealt with this for a long time. I'm no longer unfortunately, I'm not longer in the firearms industry. I'm now in a different industry that I work in. But I was in the industry for close to 10 years, and being in the industry and dealing with people, you'd get these anti-gunners all the time. And the biggest thing that we can do, just like Jamie said, is educate. Educate. And if we can get them to pull the trigger, it makes a huge difference. Huge.
Yeah, that's always my first question when somebody comes at me with all this anti-gun stuff. Have you ever held a gun? Have you ever shot a gun? So how do you know anything about it? And how can you say anything bad about it until you've actually tried it?
I'm proficient at Call of Duty.
Well, I mean, it's funny. Like last year, I literally had someone come into the range when I was still working at the range, and he was a young kid, probably 19 or 20, and was doing a paper on guns and what guns were and blah, 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 and everything else. And by the time I had him in the range, he was shooting an AR-15. And you should have seen the biggest fucking smile this kid had on his face by the time I was done with him. And he was so fucking happy. And he wasn't writing the paper when he was done. He literally walked out of there. He was smiling so fucking hard, so happy to fucking shoot that gun and blow so many fucking rounds down range. He didn't write that fucking paper, dude.
Hey, did he make that same face Chico made when he shot the 500?
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, okay, cool. That makes sense.
Yep, pretty much, dude. It was kind of like, oh shit.
Ooh, that's a whole lot there. Dirty South, baby.
Yep, it was funny, man. It was cool though.
Chico, man. You
But you know that's the cool thing. I love getting people to the range, helping people learn, getting people to shoot. You know, I've met with Daniel. I don't know how many times now. I've lost count how many times me and Daniel met together. But you know, Daniel will proclaim that he was never a proficient shooter before we got together and all this other shit. But Daniel is actually very, very fucking proficient.
She said something that she wants me to say.
Daniel just. I
mean, look at his face. Can you tell? Shit, look.
That Daniel was lacking in taking the time. That would be my thing with Daniel. Daniel was lacking in taking the time. Daniel was proficient, but he was lacking in taking the time.
Well, we ain't got time when the motherfuckers shooting at you, bro. Just saying.
Well, no. And by what I mean by that was he was too quick on the trigger. He was just like bam, 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 blowing rounds for blowing rounds. And that's no good when you're trying to get proficient and be good at what you're doing. And in the words of Pops Quest, and being good at it, he was not being good at it. He was blowing rounds for blowing rounds. And I hope
he had the killer mentality.
I hope Daniel away because me and Daniel have known each other for a long time. But Daniel is an awesome dude. Daniel can shoot like a motherfucker, whether he likes to admit it or not. He can. But he literally, that was the only thing I ever had with Daniel was just too quick on the trigger. But I think Daniel has come a long way over the year, over since the time I've known him. He's definitely come a long way. He's probably better.
You can see it in his videos. Everything from the way he stands, the way he pulls the gun up, and his groups. You can see a major progression in everything about his shooting.
Yep.
Hey, I wonder if he does the break yourself, boo. You need to do that, dude. That'd be the shit. 2A Unite, Whatever.
He does, and you know what? We're in the perfect weather for it right now because we have over a foot of snow.
Fuck
here
that.
in Ohio. You know, it's actually the perfect weather for you to go outside, Daniel, and make sure when you get out there, you know, break yourself.
But my point was, you guys know how you feel when you see these Antifa people all up in people's faces and how aggravated you get with them. I don't want to be that person to an anti-gun person.
See, let me add something to what you just said there, because I ran into a lot of people that are like that are very anti-gun, but they don't know anything about guns. But then you try to educate them, and then they continue to ramble about what they really know about guns, which is nothing. So, I mean, when you get those type of people, I don't even know if I even want to waste my time. You know, I'm like, you know, peace out, you know, because.
Well, the thing is if you take the time to try to educate them and they don't want to listen, at that point, walk away. Don't waste your time anymore. Stop and walk away. I've had it many times, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have too. But it's simply at that point, once you've taken the time to try to step up and educate someone, if they're not willing to learn, just stop and walk away. You can't continue
as politely as possible.
Like Chico would say, can you dig it? Can you dig it?
You can't continue down that path if they're not willing to step down that path, period.
Man, you got deep with that one, man. Shit.
Don't stop your sniggles and move on to the next town.
It is what it is, man. At this point, you know, I'm sorry, man. We're getting to a critical point in this country where we got to support each other. We got to step up. We got to do what we got to do. We got to support every 2A organization we can that is actually fighting for us, and the NRA is not. And if you guys like that video that I did of fuck the NRA and GOA for laugh, let me know, because trust me, if you want more videos of that type, I do have plans for other videos kind of on that realm. So let me know if you like that kind of video, and I'll do more of that shit.
You look kind of militant too, man. I know what the fuck you're wearing, but yeah.
That one seemed to get a lot of views. I had a lot of people comment on that video.
Yeah, everybody thought you were a militia fucker.
But seriously, no, guys, if you like that kind of video, if you like, you know, standing up for what we're standing up for, let me know. I'll make more videos that way. I have another video in mind for what I want to do. Probably be out this coming week. But if you like that, you guys are gonna let me know if you like it or don't like it. I'm here for you guys. I'm trying to make videos for you guys and keep you guys informed. So
tell you what, I digged it. I dug it. Now, I've never been a fan of the NRA because all my life seeing the commercials and all the advertising for the NRA, they just remind me of nothing but a bunch of fear-mongering assholes. So never have I ever even thought about joining the NRA because of that. You know, it just seems like to me that they just want to spread this fear of all this nonsense so that way you will send them money so their wallets can get fatter.
The biggest thing with me and the NRA that pisses me off more than anything is the calls every single week.
Yes. And they'll call you like at 2 in the morning. Like, motherfucker, why are you calling me at 2 in the morning?
Here's the thing. And they start to call with, we are in the greatest battle. We are in the greatest fight for our rights right now. That's what they start to call with.
Yeah, that's the fear mongering right there.
And it's never, hey, this is such and such from the NRA. It's, we are in the greatest fucking fight for our rights, blah, 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 blah. But the other part to that too is it's never the same phone number. and I put this in my video too. I get calls from so many other freaking state phone numbers. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're like debt collection agencies.
Yep. They ghost you every other damn time. It's beyond ridiculous. I literally could scroll through my phone and show you all the phone numbers that I've had calls from in the past few weeks. It's insane. Absolutely insane. I guarantee you 99% of them are the NRA.
Yeah, no, I got you, man. And I just don't like about it because it seemed to me that if you guys recall when who was that the famous actor that was part of the NRA, Charles Heston was it? Yeah. When he was there, it just seems to me like the NRA wasn't as crazy as it was now, but it wasn't all about like the whole fear mongering you guys are talking about.
Well, that's the thing, though. People leave, people move on, people do this, people do that, and the things change.
Yeah, Wayne LaPierre.
Yep. He's
Don't die
got
on me,
all
fucker.
of them all.
Fuck, give.
Well, the NRA sucked for a long time, but
let's talk about that motherfucker for a second. Fucking Wayne LaPierre.
Fuck that guy.
He is the biggest piece of fucking shit in history.
I mean, just knowing that he pulls in a $4 million a year salary, how can people give money to the NRA knowing that one of the people is receiving $4 million a year?
Here's my thing that pisses me off more than anything with that is that they claim they have no money to fight the battle. Yeah,
you guys seen the NRA fucking headquarters?
Yeah, he makes $4 million a fucking year.
On top of that, they claimed that they did not have any money to fight the battle, but they certainly had enough money to start their own concealed carry insurance company.
Not only that, but how the fuck can they produce a fucking NRA TV episode with all these fucking celebrities and all kinds of shit? And what really pisses me off the most is Kalyan and Noor got into this whole fucking thing. And I'm like, dude, I would think that would be the last motherfucker that would get into the NRA and do all the shit that he's doing.
He got suckered into it.
Yeah.
He was
it seems like he can't get out of it either.
He was under a belief that they were actually what they claimed to be. He hadn't been in the firearms circle really long enough to know what the NRA actually is. And I thought it was hilarious prior to Trump getting elected when they were saying, oh, the NRA is the most evil thing, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they're evil, but they're not working for our fucking rights. You fucking people don't understand what the NRA is.
It's a lobby group, and that's all they give a fuck. It's a special interest lobby group that all they give a fuck about is their interest.
And ultimately before I joined the NRA for one year, a couple years back, and the only thing that stopped me from joining for so long before I knew anything about them was from what little research I did on them. I found out how much they support rodeos and crap like. And I really hate cruelty to animals. So whenever I found out that they were supporting
Mr. Peterman.
Hey, well, whatever. Anyways, so. Whenever I found out they were supporting rodeos and shit like that, I was like, I don't want anything to do with those dudes. I don't want to support them. But then I got kind of guilted into it. Oh, you're not supporting the biggest gun lobbying group and blah, blah, blah. So I joined for a year. And then after that, I was like, found better options and joined the GOA.
My story when it comes to this shit, they were pretty much telling first responders and military that they will give you a 1 year fucking membership into this shit. And then they were turning around and saying that they have X amount of fucking members that are military and first responders and all this other shit. And after my year was gone, I was like, fuck you guys, I'm done. I'm not be part of this shit.
You know, when the NRA is getting desperate is when they're offering free memberships when you buy a Taurus pistol.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Taurus had this going on for the last fucking shit, almost fucking 3 years, where you buy a Taurus pistol, you get a year's membership.
We like my cheap Taurus pistols, though. They're good.
Yeah, I did a video where I bought my PT 111 and I took that card out, said NRA membership, and I went, foop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
but anyway, we'll keep going through the room and move on. We got to end this shit, man. Shit, I got to get up here soon. Gorillas and guns. What you got, brother?
You already did me, man. I mean,
all right.
yeah.
All right, moving on. Jamie, did we do you already or no?
Yeah.
All right. Josh, what you got, brother?
You already did me too.
All right.
Pimp my 642, remember?
God damn,
we went off on a whole nother tangent and just lost.
Got that Alzheimer's, man. Shit.
You know, you guys keep going off on fucking tangents. I can't keep up.
I think you're
I think we're on Mario at this point. Mario, Battle Bean. Hey.
Hey, say thanks, Scotsman. Thanks, panel. Thanks, everybody in the chat room, man. Great chat. It's always good to see all of you guys, especially after a long week of bullshit. You know, it's always good to come by and unwind with like-minded people. So that's pretty much all I got, guys. You know, hope you guys have a good rest of the week. And if you guys have tomorrow off, enjoy. And if anything, try to go out to the range and shoot. That's all I got.
Awesome. I appreciate everyone for showing up. Appreciate everyone in the side chat. With that, I will say thank you very much to each and every one of you. And I will throw it over to Alan B. Pro to end this.
Well, I appreciate that. But Daniel, did you have anything else this evening?
Well, yes, I actually do, in honor of the Battle Bean.
That sucks, man. God.
Viva Chipotle, Taco Bell guacamole, Cholos unite, and if you ain't too old, break yourself.
He said break yourself. That's my boy. That's my boy. Sorry.
I think before we go, just for Mario, we'll do a gun check. And Mario, I have the Model 60. And
I know. Yo, what's up?
Break yourself, fool. Break yourself.
Hey, you gotta put it aside, puto, like this. And
the side, puto.
Like
Not looking, puto.
You got a fucked up wrist. You're like this, fucker, and you're like all cockeyed and shit, man.
I'm sorry. I'm not mad.
Gorilla went and brought out the fucking Henry and shit. Oh, I'm done. Peace out.
I went old school, man.
I'm not Mexican, motherfucker.
This fool ain't got a golden boy. I'm done.
All right, come on, man. Let's go. Rock and roll. Who's next?
What's up, yo? I got me a big old gat with a big old barrel on that son bitch. Gonna break yourself.
Hey, what's your girlfriend's name?
Your mama.
Okay, hey, can you put this guy to bed? Seriously, man. And put your head the fucking right way. You're fucking killing me.
Hey, if your girlfriend's name is your mama, she's got problems.
Hi, your mama.
I've got the Smith & Wesson M&P shield chambered in the neutered 10 millimeter.
What? Is that a compact or no? Is that a shield?
It's a shield.
All right. Oh, Jamie, you got to say it, man. You got to say it.
Break yourself.
Break yourself, fool.
I got my Barrett 50 cal.
Bad influence. Oh shit! You went and got a Barrett? Oh damn.
Yeah. That's why Gorilla. He's got a Barrett.
Hey, look, hey, MC Wacky Wack, put your fucking hat back the right way.
You need to understand something there, son. I'm redneck hillbilly Cherokee. And if you ain't got that Indian blood on you, check yourself. Get back on the boat wherever you came from, all of you.